having much more map control, being much more dominant.
Mm.
You know, so I mean, macroing effectively, it becomes harder when you're using an army that is like this because you just have so much more money to spend. But if you do it, then you know, you have a massively much more powerful army, and winning becomes pretty trivial.
Right. And it's interesting, earlier you mentioned about spreading overlords around the map against Terran, because I normally hate doing that because, A, I have such issues with supply blocking anyway, and B, losing overlords to random marine armies running around the map really hurts,
Yeah,
and I cry.
And I can understand, you know, turtling up with your overlords at first, but once you have overlord speed, you shouldn't be bashful about that.
Okay.
Drop play is probably one of the least used but most effective tools in the Terran arsenal, and you see it, you know, when you experience it, it feels hopelessly unbeatable. The only way to truly handle that kind of dropship harass is to see it a mile out, you know. And you know where he is, right?
Yes.
So you should know that in these positions you're going to be getting dropped. It's just
Mm-hmm.
the way the game works.
Right.
So you know, we have to expect it. Did you drone scout?
No, I'm just kind of patrolling my base, but...
Alright, so you don't know if he's 2-raxing, you don't know if it's fast banshees, you don't know, what do you know?
As of right now, nothing. How could you, from a drone scout, check fast banshees? Want to be farther back in the base? I usually overlord scout that for like 5
Well, yeah,
minutes.
I mean you're not gonna catch it with a drone, but I mean, if you check his front, it's gonna give you a clue, and
Right.
just by poking up this ramp, you're able to see exactly what's up, right?
Okay. Yep. Going a little
what's it gonna be?
Hellions.
Yep. Looks like it's gonna be reactor Hellions into something else. So you do want to mine that gas ASAP. You want to get drones into your natural. You want a queen in your natural. Always start your first queen in your natural. Always, always, always start your first queen in your natural. Don't
Really?
miss
Okay, I did not know that.
and the reason for that is just because if he harasses you, if he attacks you, if he does anything aggressive at all, you have that extra body down there to take damage and to deal a little bit extra damage.
Okay. And I'm lagging, I think.
So our speed is going to start soon. I saw that you went for the 17 gas, but
Mm-hmm.
you didn't start mining it until later, so we're not going to pull guys off.
All right.
And we're expecting some Hellion harass. And there is the Hellion. And let's talk a little bit about the positioning of your spine crawler. Could he run up your ramp?
Absolutely.
That doesn't mean move the spine, but it might mean that you want another one. You know he's making reactored Hellions, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well then, handle it. There you go. Love it. Perfect. Now, what does this build give us? What do we have a lot of? Minerals.
I have no idea. Oh, yeah. Right.
What is one thing that we can spin that on that will help us in this situation? Queens.
Say that. Oh, a third queen? Yeah, I have an issue with making a third queen too.
And I don't feel like you have to stop at 3. You can make 4 or 5 or 6. You have tons and tons of extra mineral economy with this build. You can make extra queens, and they will be to your benefit. 2 queens will stop Hellions from getting up your ramp ever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 4 queens will shut down dropship harass so hard. Alright, so
really?
You want to start your layer and you want to go up to 4 gas. You want to get double evo chambers all at once.
Okay.
And you should still be droning very hard. You did make a couple extra zerglings, and that is okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I expected a little more of a harassment.
Okay, well it looks like it might be coming now because he just cleared the tower.
Should I now, right now, should I be making units or drones?
Do you feel like you need units?
I only saw 3, so no, but...
Okay, then don't make units.
Alright, okay, so he's got 4.
So you see 4 there. You want to prevent him from getting up your ramp is the big thing. And look exactly what he tried to do. He tried to go up your ramp.
Yep.
It's made me look really smart. So start your carapace, start your melee attack, mine from those extra gases. Those are important. We get them for a reason. And he just tried some harassment and it didn't work, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So you should be feeling really happy, right?
Yep.
So you should be building what?
Drones, I guess.
So, get your +1 carapace and then start your infestation pit immediately after. and you're still making drones in the meantime. What is he building in his base?
Let's find out.
Good. Love it. Lots and lots of drones still, and you're noticing your money is starting to stack up a little bit. You're feeling like maybe you could take a third. Inject in your main. Now, if you don't feel like, if you feel like maybe his army is a little bit too scary for that, then I would advise that you put the hatchery in your base. But if you feel like you can safely take a third, then absolutely put that hatchery at the third.
Okay.
So your Overlord sees.
Looks like he's going heavy mech,
so
so
that's okay. Our infestor style is going to do well against that. Start your energy upgrade. Neural Parasite's going to play a big role in this game.
Right.
And if you feel like he's going to commit further to some like Blue Flame Hellion stuff, then you might want to add in some roaches. That's the only real deviation you have to make. But you don't even have to. Speedlings and fungal growth can shut down Hellions harder than you would ever believe. I don't really know why you're running from that.
Can that many lings really take that many?
You could have with a good surround, but now that he's kind of got you on the run, you know. And there's a good surround.
That's another thing I have an issue with, is like being able to judge, you know, just how many units can take out.
And you just ran away from one Hellion with like 7 lings.
Well, I thought he was running.
So now, okay, Neural Parasite's already started. You're going to start your +2 to +2 as soon as your +1 finishes. I don't see a Roach Warren, but again, I would feel like you're pretty safe right here. I would still be droning.
Okay.
Now here's the thing about this mech army. How fast is it?
Extremely slow.
Yeah.
Actually.
So as long as we have good vision, as long as we know where he is, we should be able to respond to it adequately. Now, when you see a player doing this kind of heavy commitment to mech, I would definitely advocate a few more infestors, because you want to neural as many of the Thors as you can, and then just kill his army with his army, basically.
Right.
What did we say about our mid-game goal? What it should always be every game?
Map control.
6 gas.
What?
6 gas is what we said.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Again,
okay,
noticing your money situation. If you need to make macro hatcheries in your main, then make macro hatcheries in your main. If you want to expand everywhere, then expand everywhere. That's all good.
Okay.
And your vision of the map is just absolutely unacceptable.
It's pretty good right now.
It is unacceptable. Overlord speed would help.
Yeah, I think I got it. Did it pop yet?
Look, there you see a Thor, some Marines, and a Hellion. Do you know how quickly your infestors will shut that shit down?
Hopefully pretty fast, because I'm going to need
quickly. So you should be making units, and you are. You should start your Roach speed. And your Neural Parasite just finished. So now, infestor control is something that takes a little bit of work to really kind of master. But if you fungal that ball and then Neural Parasite the Thor, everything will die, I promise. I promise, it will just die. It'll be like, LOL, there used to be an army here, really?
Where is it?
And now with your tower control, you see 3 Thors. Same rule applies. If you fungal that ball and Neural Parasite the 3 Thors, it's all gonna fucking die. You do not want, like anything, you do not want him to get to critical mass. So you need to, everything needs to happen as close to the same time as is possible. You need to be starting that hive as well, but you get this engagement right. Ling's got to go ahead. Ling's got to go ahead.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Go Lings, fuck! And look how hard you killed this. Not even close. Not even close. Right, so you can use Infested Terrans to punish that. And then I would head straight up into his natural or into his third. You just killed his whole army.
Oh, was it really? Alright.
I mean, you have to know that's his whole army, right? Okay. Well, don't talk. Instead of thinking about what I'm saying, think about your macro.
It's doing pretty interesting.
Alright. That engagement in his natural is about the worst I've ever seen. Go again, though. Just keep hitting him. You have an overwhelming force. You need to just be rallied into his natural. You can be making Infested Terrans, anything to kind of give you more shit to do damage and to take damage. And are you rallied into his natural?
I thought it was.
Are you making lots of units? Is your macro hatchery even hotkey?
Nope. Oh god, it's getting
Are you losing all
turning
of your
really bad really
infestors?
fast.
It's really not. You know, just get there and kill him. Like the game is basically over if you just attack. Now, if you sit back and you let him kind of reposture up, then you're gonna be kind of back where you started. You have 4,000 minerals and 1,200 gas. He has 400 minerals and 300 gas. I mean. Alright, so it's looking like that position is getting more and more entrenched. So, well, maybe not.
Yeah, he's got a couple of tanks out now.
Alright, so, how many bases is he on?
He's trying to start 3, looks like.
Okay, we'll stop that. Are you sure?
Not
yet. How much vision do you have?
Not a whole lot.
The only question to that, or the only answer to that question is I don't know, because I haven't scouted worth a damn, because I don't listen to you when you give me advice.
Alright, well, let's see what we got then.
Okay, good. You have Overlord speed, right?
Yes.
And you're going to just let him take that gold base?
No, I'm not. As soon as I get my freaking hotkeys all set up.
Alright, so let's get our Overlord situation in check. Let's start our +3/+3. Now, you've started making a lot of roaches, but I want you to remember how much we've invested in upgrades for our Zerglings. Those should still make up the backbone of our army. These roaches are good. Too bad you can't fungal growth the command center.
You can't?
No.
I just tried.
Alright, there are some Hellions in your third. Burrow is a really good upgrade for situations like this.
Yeah.
You can fight with those drones, they don't have to run. And you're fighting at the base of...
slow.
He's natural. Okay, looks like he's trying to retake this gold.
Yeah.
Keep using those infested Terrans. And if you would just spend your money, you would be in such a good position. Where's his army?
Hit his gold.
Is it a scary big army?
Can't tell. It doesn't really look like it.
I mean, it doesn't look like it to me either. Looks like our injections have kind of stopped. We have also kind of stopped droning. Use that neural. If you're going to use neural parasite, you have to protect the infestors like with your life.
Jesus.
Okay, so now he's got a bunch of red siege tanks. I still feel like if you just hit him with those ultras and those lings, that base will crumble.
Yeah, this is also a problem I have. My late game suffers because I just too much stuff for me to do. I lose control.
That entire army of his just melted. Kill the command center like yesterday. Ultras. Nice. So you denied that. So I'll ask once again, how many bases is he on?
Still looks like, I don't know. Need to get some scouts.
Alright, so what did you just kill a lot of?
Tanks, mostly.
So that leaves him with
Marines.
An army that's comprised of what?
Mostly Marines.
Mostly Marines. So, look at back at your base, I see a lot of infestors and Zerglings, which is exactly what you need.
Yep.
You are fully upgraded at this point, but you just don't have any vision. Oh no.
Yeah.
Looks like he's lagging.
For vision, I guess just spread overlords. I mean,
Overlords,
is that the best way to do it?
Zerglings. I mean, there's a million things you can do. I don't know if I've touched on this or not yet, but Burrow is a very powerful upgrade when you